guys, so I'm gonna whisper for a second because I have some neighbors in the place I'm staying. I'll tell you when it is, but I just want to show you really quick. It's okay, let's go this way. I don't want to wake my neighbor. So there's Gigi's house. Well, let's go this way. So I came to the beach yesterday. I drove. I didn't realize it was going to be a 2-hour drive to the beach. I thought it was like an hour drive. But I did this really intense drive, and in this video I want to tell you about the drive because it was actually it was a little intense. But let's just go a little further so I don't bother anyone who's still sleeping. Look at this amazing plant. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. So here's my bike, parked under the palm tree. Hi, Trisha. Hi, Megan. Yeah, you guys like that title? Yeah, I want to talk to you in this video. So I came to the beach yesterday, and I want to talk to you in this video about fear, about the inevitable situations in life where fear comes up. Now, I had one of those situations yesterday. Oh, there's such a beautiful breeze. Oh, can you feel that? Oh. I had a situation yesterday where I had some mega major fear come up. Not mega major. I mean, it was enough. It was enough fear to make me gulp. Hi, buddy. Sandy, don't worry. Yeah, okay, so it's one of our neighbors here. So I came to the beach yesterday. I rode my motorbike, and it was a 2-hour drive. I thought it was going to be 1 hour. I thought it was going to be a much different ride than it was. So at first I was like getting on my bike, leaving Ubud, feeling great. I'm like, okay, cool, 2-hour ride, that's fine. You know, I love driving. I would say that, yeah, Roger, I know. You like how I did that? Well, it relates because I know that by me telling you this, some of y'all are gonna freak out because you care about me and you love me and you don't want to see anything bad happen to me. So at first the ride was fine. It was totally fine. And then, you know, just kind of going through these like little streets, you know, just putting along on my motorbike. And, you know, I'm following my map. I've got a little thing holding my map, so I'm like following the map. And then we get on the highway. It's not like a highway like in the United States with like the big walls on either side and just like fast cars everywhere going. But it was a highway. You had like a good 3 or 4 lanes and people were going really fast. And it was a very, very windy day. Oh my God, this, maybe you can kind of see in this video, there's a little bit of wind. But yesterday there was so much wind. In fact, it was really overcast. It was raining a little bit too. So it was like, so there I was on my little motorbike, essentially on the highway. And all this like fear, this like fear started rising in me. And like, I just kept getting these like images of all of the things that could go wrong, like the wind blowing me over, the tire twist, like my mind just started feeding me all of these horrifying images of getting injured, of having an accident, just like my mind was just playing this like horror movie as I was driving of like all the little things that could go wrong, that could have my body just flying off the motorbike and like into the way of the truck, or like into like suddenly the person in front of me stops and I go flying this way and I go flying this way and I go flying that way. And so what did I do in the face of those fears? Did I stop and turn around and go home? No. in the face of fear, okay, I acknowledge the fear. Okay, I know this is just a fear. Okay, what did I do? I breathed and I relaxed. I relaxed into it. I recognized my mind, what my mind was doing, because it was nothing was happening. Nothing was happening on the outside. It was just this horror movie that my mind was playing on the inside. Do you ever get into the situation where maybe it's not even you, it's someone you love, and you just start seeing this like horror movie of all the things that could go wrong and go bad, and how they could get injured and something, right? And yet it's not based on anything real except the projections of our mind, the stories that our mind is telling, these images that our mind could be feeding us, right? And so it's just this fear. So again, the fear is there in some sense. The fear has a purpose, right? The fears keep me safe. If I didn't have that fear, I might rev and go faster and do something stupid. So because of the fear, I checked myself, and I was more mindful about, looking in my mirrors and checking and using my turn signals and just being really, really mindful about every single moment, because the fear was showing me what could go wrong if I wasn't, right? If I wasn't really being present. So I would say that one of the things that makes me different, that makes me me, one of the things that makes me me is the way that I engage with fear. I don't let it stop me. I've heard some people say, are you crazy to drive in Bali? Don't you know what could go wrong? All the things, and it's all, you could get hurt and blah, 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 blah. And I hear that. And yet, if I were to follow that logic, I wouldn't get to do any of the things they do. I wouldn't get to have any of the fun. I wouldn't be living the life that I'm living if I was so caught up in all of the things that could go wrong. Instead, yes, I'm aware of all the things that could go wrong, but I also choose to orient my mind on all the things that could go right. I choose to recognize, yes, I'm a great driver. I'm really good at this. I'm mindful, I'm looking, I'm paying attention, I'm not lost in thoughts, I'm not listening to music, I'm not drunk, I'm not on drugs, I'm sober-minded, present, aware, responsive, on top of it. Now I know all the things that could go wrong, and I've been looking for all the things that could go wrong. The dog that comes out, the person in front of me who just stops, the person who does something unpredictable. There are a million different ways. Oh, thanks guys, Star Party. There are a million different ways that things could go wrong, but that doesn't stop me from living my life. It doesn't stop me from having the experiences that call to me, because there are also a million ways that things can go right. So I'm holding that. Oh yeah, and then yes, oh my God. So I'm here at the beach with my friend Gigi, and so she took me to this place, the beach, yesterday. I wanted to make a video, but there was no service, and then also it just didn't feel appropriate because I just wanted to be with her. I did make some little clips that I'll put into a reel for you guys. But we had to go down this super steep, we're essentially going down this a cliff at the beach, very, very steep. And so going down the road, I met my fear again. I'm just it was so steep, and the fear came up of all the things that could go wrong right now, and it's just okay, relax into it and just go. Stay steady. So that's also one of the ways that you can make a mistake and get hurt is if you waver, hesitate, and don't be steady. So one of the best things you can do is just be steady. It's steady goes, steady does it, just steady girl, steady. So calm, steady, confident. That's how we move forward through the fear. And it doesn't mean nothing will ever go wrong, but as long as I'm mindful, present, and steady, I have a much better chance at just sailing smoothly through the obstacles. And a lot of times the obstacles are the ones within my own mind. So yeah, so I'm wearing a helmet. I got flip-flops on, but can't be perfect. Hi Charles! Thanks for the stars. I love you. Fear is the biggest motivator. Selamat pagi. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. It was definitely intense, and I think on the way back, I'm gonna give myself even more time so I can just go as slow as I want. Oh, and Janice, I was thinking about you. I passed a place where I passed a neighborhood. It was cool to go for the drive and just see a bunch of different stuff. The traffic wasn't so cool, but I thought of you when I passed this like whole road where it was just shop after shop of those big carved stone statues. Thank you, Roger. Those carved stone statues. And so when I do go back, the plan is I want to give myself more time so I can stop and make a video and show you guys. Because this time I was pretty eager to get here. And I had my appointment with Gigi. I'm starting this mentorship program with her with this vocal activation, voice training, like womb activation, like some really cool stuff with some vibe with like ancient Egyptian lineage, and it's hard to describe. I'm still even trying to understand. I just felt intuitively that I want and need to spend time learning with her, and I'm still trying to figure out like what exactly I signed up for. So yeah, thanks, Janice. So how fast were you driving, Terry? I was not driving as fast as other people. I was driving fast enough. Not too fast, not too slow. Other people were driving faster. Other people were overtaking me. I was driving at the speed that I felt comfortable while also recognizing that I was trying to get there in good time to meet Gigi. So there was also like the voice that came in and was like, hey, you also are not in a rush. So that's one thing, is like when we're in a rush, we're also more likely to make mistakes. So slowing down, being present, being mindful. Let's look at, I love my last name. Which one? So yeah, so now it's almost 9 a.m. I've just finished my morning practice. I just wanted to check in with you guys. I have not shown the beach yet. But I did take some little clips, and I'll do a little reel and put that together for you. That's Gigi's dog, Sammy. It's my scoopy scoop. Yeah, it was cool. The beach we went to yesterday, and the wind was so intense. There was so much wind. I'm glad I was wearing that skirt because it was just beautiful. The beach where I am, it's called Uluwatu, and it's famous for these cliffs. This beach with these like really intense rock cliffs. So the rock cliffs that we drove down the road through, those cliffs. So the beach yesterday was really, really gorgeous, and all this like beautiful coral that's just like exposed in the sand, and beautiful waves. Like I've seen a lot of I haven't seen anyone actually surfing yet, but I've seen people driving motorbikes with surfboards attached to them. So Gigi lives here. Oh, nice. Oh, Katie, you went to a local flea market and found some beating hummingbirds. Awesome. Amazing. Alright guys, I'm going to go check in with Gigi and get this day started. I brought some cacao. We're going to share some cacao, because that's the best thing to do with cacao, is to share it with others. And it's a great way to meet hearts. And yeah, we've been playing some music. She already taught me this like new strumming pattern, which I'm really excited about. Yeah, all this great stuff is happening. Yeah, I spent the night. So where we started the video, actually, why don't I take you guys back and we'll end at my room. So yeah, I spent the night because I didn't realize that it was so far, and I don't want to drive back. That drive was like really intense. It was it made my it shook my nervous system up quite a bit. It was, when I arrived, it was like, oh my god, like I really needed to ground. So it was too much to do that drive twice in one day. So I spent the night, and I think I'm going to spend one more night and then go back tomorrow, because Gigi's hosting this women's voice activation singing circle every Saturday. That's actually where we reconnected, because I knew her from last time I was here. We actually had some pretty intense experiences together. Maybe I'll tell you about this later. So we already knew each other, and so I met her again at the thing on Saturday. So she does it every Saturday. So I think we'll go back to Ubud together for that. And yeah. Oh, Deanna, thank you. Or is it Dina? I'm sorry, I can't remember now which one. I know you told me. Okay, so let me show you the room where I'm staying. I paid 250,000 rupiah, so That's maybe 20 bucks. No, about $15 for this room. So let's go back. So I'm gonna be quiet because I do have a neighbor next to me. Ooh, look at this. Oh, nice. Yeah, Tony, the trees here are so cool. Nice. Oh, nice, Jane, you're doing a cacao ceremony. What? That's awesome. So here's my bike. Yeah. I'm totally okay. It was just like, so the drive here, if you're just tuning in, the drive here was really, really intense. I was driving on what could be called a highway. It was very fast. It was very windy. My mind showed me all the ways that I could get hurt and all the things that could go wrong. I didn't let the fear stop me. I still went forward, but I relaxed into it. I calmly relaxed, confidently moving forward, and that's how I live so much of my life. That's how I do what I do. So I know that there are risks involved. I know there are risks involved in riding the motorbike, and yet that's not going to stop me from having a good time. Let's just say that. If I just did what was safe and logical, and then I wouldn't have any fun, and these videos wouldn't be interesting to watch because I wouldn't have ended up in Guatemala. I wouldn't have been on the journey that brought me here, because it's my relationship with my fear and my courage is what makes me who I am. And in fact, there's nothing, like, I can't really teach, like, I think the primary thing that I can teach others to do is to summon their own courage. And that's something that no one else can do for you, right? It's something you must do for yourself. So I can only show you my example. And then, you know, you decide what you're going to do. Are you going to stay in the relationship where you're not happy because you're too afraid to leave? Are you going to stay in the town where you're not happy because you're too afraid to leave? Are you going to stay in the job where you're not happy but you're too afraid to leave? Or are you going to summon the courage to do the thing that's calling you, even though there are all these risks of, you know, you could be alone, you could go broke, you could die out there, you know? Or can you open up and also see, like, actually, there could also be something even better than ever waiting for me in the unknown. I just have to summon the courage and get going, you know? Summon the courage and relax as my mind plays these videos of all of the things that could go wrong, and these, like, really vivid details of all the suffering that I could endure if something goes wrong along this path that I have chosen for myself. So I think that's ultimately the thing. So here, let me show you my room. So there's Gigi's room. So I'll go check in with her soon. My room's over here. So we're gonna be quiet because I have a neighbor who may or may not still be sleeping. Look at this gorgeous mushroom. Gigi harvested it. We think it's reishi. Pretty sure it's reishi. So here's my room. I had a horrible night's sleep because the air conditioner was making making some unmanageable noises. So it was nice. Gigi, like, left me these beautiful flowers on my pillow when I arrived. Oh, look who I got. I got my own little Ganesha. So yesterday, right before I left, I picked up this little Ganesha statue. Yeah. I'm really happy about this. Ganesha's my pal. Okay. Here's the earrings everyone loves. Amber, you're a reishi. This is that really beautiful smelly cream I got from that shop I love. And then my essentials. I got my detox. These are the ones I'm always telling you guys about. This is a flower essence that I got from a guy. Here's my little face oil. Again, from that shop. These two are from the shop. This one also. This is a just so yummy, smelly massage oil. So anyways. Okay, and then little bathroom. So, oh, Amanda, you're welcome, honey. Kimberly, hi everyone. Okay guys, I'm gonna wrap this up because the day is starting and I'm excited what this day will hold now that I'm at the beach and it's a really beautiful place. I will hopefully be able to share with you guys the beach. So what happened though is when I went to the beach yesterday, there were these epic cliffs. And so we're down here on the beach with these like big cliffs. And so there's no Wi-Fi because there's no signal. Apparently they can't get through the cliffs, so. I'll take the face oil. Oh, Jill, it's so nice. This is one I got from the Angelo shop. So this is the, let's zoom in. This is the Detox Facial Oil with antiseptic herbal oil, tea tree, turmeric, sandalwood, neem, and castor oil. Nice. Shelby, you're late. What happened? Okay, I'll just wrap this up. So I came to the beach yesterday. It was a 2-hour drive on the motorbike. I ended up having to drive a good portion of it on what could be considered a highway. It was a big, wide road, 3 or 4 lanes. There were trucks, there were cars, there were, not really, no, there were trucks. They were moving fast. In my mind, I could really felt the fear rise in me. The fear rose and it played all of these pictures, all these images of all the things I could, all the ways that I could get hurt. I saw so many just violent images of my body, just awful things happening, let's just say. And so what did I do in the face of that fear? I relaxed. I relaxed. I didn't tense up. No, I relaxed into it. I used the fear as a trigger to be more mindful, to make sure that I was just like really present and really mindful about everything. It checked me to not go too fast. It checked me to really stay within my limits, but proceed forward. I didn't let the fear stop me. I didn't let the fear make me like break down and cry and have to turn around and go home. Like I summoned my courage. I trusted in myself and my capabilities, and I moved forward with confident, relaxed ease. And then I got to where I was going, and I definitely needed to settle my nervous system. And so I stayed over the night because I don't want to do that drive again in one day. Like that was like a big assault on my nervous system. Yeah, Francis, I saw. Hi, honey. Good morning. With other bikes, yeah, of course, there are lots of other bikes. Lots of other bikes. My bike, mostly bikes. Lots of people were going faster than me. I was maintaining a good moderate speed, not speeding, not being crazy, just being mindful and just breathing and just holding it and holding my center and my steadiness. And so so I'm gonna have to do the drive again, probably a few times, because I'm gonna be visiting Gigi more often because we're doing this mentorship program. So so I think the key is slow, steady, confidence, relaxed, breathing, recognizing that it's just images in the mind. It's not real. Use the fear as a trigger to be more mindful, but not as a way to stop me from my path, stop me from proceeding forward. You know. Yeah, I could keep up with that. And you're making an assumption. So here's also something I'm working with right now. So you know the 4 agreements. Be impeccable with your word. Don't make any assumptions. Don't take anything personally. And always do your best. Life will do the rest. So in order to not take anything personally and not make any assumptions, we have to ask clarifying questions. So you just said, can't keep up with that and go at a speed. So that's an assumption, right? That's not actually based in reality. You weren't there. You're not asking any questions, right? So one of the best ways that we can make sure that we're not making assumptions and not making unfair judgments towards people, and also not taking personally what someone said or did to us, is we ask a clarifying question. Hey, can I just ask, what did you mean when you said that? Did you send me that because you think that I have this problem, or did you send me that for some other reason, right? Like, let me just stop, before we go any further, let me just ask you a question so I can clarify my understanding, so I'm not making an assumption based on something that you said that I actually misunderstood. So please help me understand, and I will understand better if I can ask you this question, right? So, oh, hi, Dustin. Dustin and Kirsten. I don't think Dustin was the one that was pregnant. Oh, Kirsten, that's amazing. That's awesome, you know? The fear can come up in a lot of different ways. The fear can come up, as you know, during pregnancy. The fear can come up a lot of different ways. And do we help ourselves and others by tensing up? Or do we help ourselves and others by relaxing and breathing and calming our nervous system? Because when our nervous system is really agitated, we don't make good choices. We don't make good choices. Stop. So yeah. Tammy, I'm gonna go more shopping. Yes. Yes. Even if I don't buy anything, I'm still gonna take you guys shopping because I know how much you guys enjoy it. So yeah. Yeah. Great. So when in doubt, ask clarifying questions. Let's do that more instead of throwing judgments and throwing assumptions at each other. Well, you did this and you can't, and you're doing this because this. And it's like, wait, you don't even know if that's my experience. So ask someone about their experience so you can better understand where they're coming from, not make assumptions, and also not take it personally, because I don't know about you, but when I'm also acting out of my wounds, I'm really, really quick to take shit people say or do personally, make it about me and why I suck, and you don't really want me, and you don't love me. It's like, okay, you're operating out of a wound. Maybe you can ask why I did that or why I didn't want to do that, and not actually just jump to the conclusion and assumption that it's all about you, because it's most likely it's not. The world does not revolve around you, and life is not a conspiracy against you, and the things that people do actually come from their own stuff and not just because of you, because they love you or they hate you. And it's not all about me. It's not all about me. It's not like, we each have our own experience, and everyone's experience is valid and worthy to strive to understand. Because when we really understand each other, that's when we can really live in peace with each other. It's when we don't understand each other, when we're acting out of the wounds and the assumptions and the wound, the assumptions, the taking things personally, that's when we create conflict with ourselves and others. So let's ask clarifying questions. What did you mean when you said that? Right? Okay, guys, I love you all very much. Remember, courage is a muscle, and you have courage. It's just, are you using it? The more you use it, the easier it becomes. It's just like lifting a weight. The more you lift weights, the lighter they seem to become. The weight of the weight of the thing you're lifting actually doesn't change. It's you who becomes stronger, so it doesn't seem like that big of a deal anymore, right? But it's you who must change. It's you who must summon the courage. No one can do that for you. No one can listen to your heart for you. No one can summon the courage to follow your heart for you. This is only something you can do. Others can point the way, right? They can point the way, but they can't walk the steps for you. They can't do the steps for you. They can't take the action for you. It's you who must do that, and that's why it is you who must take responsibility for making the positive changes that you want to see, positive changes in your life, right? So, hi Simone, hi Brian. Hi Kara, love you too. Hey Mary. Danny, love you too. All right guys, I'm gonna get my day started here at the beach. Have a good one. See you later.